In the new Looney Tunes movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up, Daffy and Porky are about to lose their childhood home because they're having difficulty keeping a steady job. Story of my life. It's raining outside and they're brainstorming about what to do next at the local diner. Enter Petunia Pig. Porky's eyes are immediately drawn towards and glued to her. He dons rose-tinted glasses that frame her as a L'Oreal model with long, flowing hair, a graceful gait, and heightened reality. It's the Looney Tunes treatment of a classic love interest introduction that tries to emphasize a character's overall sex appeal, femininity, and desirability, where other depictions insist that the daydream and person of interest are one and the same. Porky's daydreams are cut with the real Petunia. The poor gal is absolutely drenched and miserable, looking for a reprieve after a frustrating day at work. Instead of flipping her hair, she's trying to wring out water. There's no model poise. She stumbles and encounters the same clumsy slapstick fare that Porky or Daffy do when the camera focuses on them. The stark contrast between Porky's love-struck stare and Petunia's gag-riddled introduction had me rolling with laughter. It only gets better when viewers learn that Petunia is an unashamed geek obsessed with making the perfect gum flavor. It's not Quirky Girl, TM, which is Disney's attempt to manufacture a mainstream and palatable version of a Weird Girl character. This is a genuine article. Someone that's just weird, has niche interests, matches and challenges how awkward Porky is, and owns it with no wink or nudge at the audience. Petunia Pig is the only Petunia Pig in this fictitious universe, and that's exactly why the audience falls as hopelessly in love with her as Porky does. While Porky starts out as a gobsmacked, lovesick dweeb, he's still very into Petunia as he learns more about her beyond appearance and develops strong, fantastic chemistry with her as the movie plays out. I'm convinced that more romance subplots, or love stories period, could take notes from Petunia's introduction here. The one other sequence I'd point at as a really fun take on the love interest showcase is Professor Venomous's rose-tinted glasses stare in the episode We're Captured in OKKO. Venomous technically has a love interest branded introduction for his first on-screen appearance. His sequence is light, fluffy, and very centered on the idea that Boxman thinks he's hot. To me, it's a lot more interesting to unpack the implications behind his elevator-ized sequence with Boxman. He's been frustrated and baffled by Boxman, until Boxman takes a pie-shooting cannon and attacks his rivals with campy, Rambo-inspired gusto. Later episodes highlight that Venomous is bored and jaded. He's powerful, he has resources people want, and everybody bends over backwards or cowers in his presence. Boxman initially comes across as a pathetic doormat, trying way too hard to impress him. The Rambo sequence is Venomous getting a glimpse at what angry, confident, and scrappy Boxman looks like. He's resourceful, he's fun. This side of him would pose a challenge and stand on his level rather than just stroke his ego. Both of these are examples of love interest introductions that do more than just inform the audience that our point of view character thinks they're hot. In Petunia's case, it's a subversion, a clever joke, and setting the tone that Petunia is an everyman character. There's no special treatment or forced attempt to sell the audience that she's just the love interest and nothing more. No, she's a third lead in her own right. In Boxman's case, it's an outsider perspective on what Boxman looks like from a romance story slant, since viewers are familiar enough with him that they're used to him as a goofy, silly Saturday morning cartoon villain. It's a fun nod to the incoming slow burn. The hopeless crush is reciprocated. Professor Venomous just happens to be a lot more closed off and less obvious than Boxman is with his feelings. If you enjoy animation like the new Looney Tunes movie or OKKO, and hope to see more projects from passionate creators like the teams behind these, I highly recommend throwing what support you can behind indie projects like Gaslight District, Lackadaisy, Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl, and so many others. Thanks for watching. I'm still getting back into the swing of things with YouTube stuff, so I hope you'll stick around. Add me to your RSS reader.